Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's YunKs. Today, I'll be showing you guys the Techeun Rage. This is the Queen's Fusion Rifle. I got this from the Elders Weapons package from achieving the high score in the Challenge of Elders, and I got the Fusion Rifle, guys, so I will be quickly going over what perks I have on this thing. So for the sights, I run the MD Reflex. Alright, moving on to Hidden Hand. This weapon gains better target acquisition. Not too bad of a perk. Alright, moving on to our middle, we have Enhanced Battery, Increased Mag Size, so the mag will go from 7 to 8 with that on. Injection Mold, Increased Stability, Faster Handling, Reduced Range. And Accelerated Coils reduces weapons charge time in exchange for slightly decreased damage. Alright, so for the middle, I like to go with Injection Mold, guys. I prioritize stability over everything on fusion rifles, so that is why I go with Injection Mold. I know many of you may go with Accelerated Coils, but this is a high charge rate fusion rifle, and I think the charge rate is already high enough, at least for me it is. So remember, guys, that's just my personal preference right there. Moving on to the last perk, Icarus, improve accuracy while airborne. Alright, not the greatest perks here. So like I said before, this is a high charge rate, low impact fusion. You could compare this to a Split Shifter Pro, but let me just show you guys real quickly. So as you can see, the Split Shifter actually has a higher charge rate and higher impact. So this is very interesting, this fusion rifle. It has lower charge rate and lower impact than some of the highest charge rate, lowest impact fusions there are. So anyway, let's take a look at the aesthetics. Alright, looks alright, guys. I put a white chrome on it, pretty sweet. It looks better in the gameplay. Can't really even see it here, but let's get right into the gameplay, guys. So Techeun Rage versus the Ultra Knight for the DPS test. It took me 5 shots to put him down, each projectile dealing 920 damage, and there's 7 projectiles in each shot from this fusion rifle. So each shot was dealing 6,440 total damage, and it took just a little bit over 6 seconds to put him down. Anyway, guys, we're moving right along to PvP. The Techeun Rage will deal 45 damage per projectile, meaning you would have to land 5 projectiles on your enemy in order to put them down. And if you guys did decide to go with Accelerated Coils, if you even had that as an option on your Techeun Rage, you will deal 40 damage per projectile, meaning you would have to land 5 to 6 projectiles on your enemy depending on their armor to put them down. Now, enough with the numbers, guys. Let me tell you right off the bat, this thing was a beast. At least for me, it was. I was shredding through enemies. I had a great time with this thing. There is some recoil with this. You do have to get used to it and kind of place your shots correctly depending on the range. It does kick a little up and to the left, so kind of adjust your shot. Maybe aim a little down and to the right of your enemy, of course, depending on what range you're at. And you shouldn't have a problem putting them down as long as they're not too far away. I did find myself getting some long range kills with this thing as well, but I also found it slight inconsistent. But I think every fusion rifle has its moments of inconsistency. Anyway, guys, you may notice me jumping around a lot in the gameplay footage, and that is because I was trying to utilize that Icarus perk. I never really messed around with it before, but here I was experimenting with it, and I found it pretty fun, actually. And guys, I do want to note I was in Iron Banner for all of my gameplay footage, so the numbers I did mention earlier will be different in the gameplay, as you could see. Anyway, leave in the comments and let me know, guys, is the Techeun Rage something you're looking forward to getting from the Elders Weapons package? And if you are, what perks do you want on yours? And if you already have this weapon, let me know what you guys think about it. How do you feel about these high charge rate, low impact fusions? I actually prefer the lower charge rate, high impact fusions like the Vacancy, but I must admit I had a blast with this thing. I got some nice double kills, some nice triple kills, and even some quad kills when using the Techeun Rage, and my perks weren't even the best, guys. I actually had a friend who got Braze Frame, Rangefinder, and Battle Runner on his Techeun Rage last night, and I was so jealous, but I still made this thing work with these perks here. So, guys, to sum it up, the Techeun Rage certainly felt like a solid, reliable, close-range weapon, and most importantly, very fun to use, at least for me, guys. And I think this would suit a aggressive, close-range player that loves fusion rifles perfectly. Of course, it depends on what roles and perks you get on yours. Anyway, that's really it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed the video, and go ahead and leave a sub if you haven't already. If you want to see more weapon reviews similar to this one, I'm always covering weapons here in Destiny. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time.